A very good morning to all my dear students. I welcome you all in your science class. Your syllabus has been completed. Since your exams are going to start soon, so from today onwards we will start our revision. Today we are going to revise chapter number 11, Transportation in Plants and Animals. Transport means to carry things from one place to another. The body of an organism requires nutrients and oxygen to carry out various life processes. Waste products produced due to the various functions inside the body also need to be transported and removed. Therefore, the term transport may be defined as a life process in which a material is absorbed in one part or organ of an organism and is carried to other parts in its body. Transportation in animals is the combined effort of the circulatory system and the excretory system. Circulatory system. Circulatory system or blood circulatory system is the main transport system in human beings and animals. It makes food, water and oxygen available to every part of the body and helps in removing waste material such as urea, carbon dioxide, etc. The circulatory system consists of blood, blood vessels and heart. Now what is blood? Blood is a fluid tissue that flows in blood vessels. It is red in color and it flows through a network of tubes in whole body called blood vessels. Blood is pumped to every part of the animal by heart. Blood consists of four components, that is plasma, RBCs, which are red blood cells, WBCs, which are white blood cells, and platelets. Plasma. Plasma is a liquid while RBCs, WBCs, and platelets that float in it. It is the sticky liquid part of the blood which is pale yellow in color. It is 90% water and 3.5% common salt. It contains dissolved substances such as digested food and waste products and carry them from one place to another place in the body. RBCs. RBCs are red in color due to presence of pigment called hemoglobin. This pigment carries oxygen by binding with it. Hemoglobin is red protein that binds with oxygen and transports oxygen to all the parts of the body and ultimately to all the cells. It is the presence of hemoglobin which makes the blood appear red. When hemoglobin binds with oxygen, it forms oxyhemoglobin, which is transported to various body parts. The carbon dioxide from various body parts is transported back by binding again with hemoglobin. It forms carboxyhemoglobin with carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide is expelled out from the body through the process of exhalation. WBCs. The number of WBC is quite less than RBC. WBC can change their shape and move on their own. They can squeeze out of the blood vessels to reach any part of the body. The WBCs fight against infection and protect us from diseases. WBCs eat up the germs like bacteria that causes disease. WBCs also make antibodies that fight against infections. Now, platelets. Blood platelets are small, irregular, tiny fragments of special cells formed in the bone marrow. These are colorless and help in clotting of blood in a cut or wound. If a cut or wound is made, the blood starts flowing from it. After some time, the platelets plug the cut and the bleeding stops due to the formation of a dark red clot. If the platelets are not present in the blood flow from the cut or wound will not stop, causing excess loss of blood which may be fatal to a person, leading to death. Then comes blood vessels. These are tubes or pipes that carry blood throughout the body. It runs between the heart and the rest of the body. There are three major types of blood vessels in the body, that is, arteries, veins, and capillaries. Arteries carry blood from the heart to all parts of the body, while the veins are the blood vessels that carry blood from all the parts of the body back to the heart. Arteries lie quite deep under our skin and cannot be seen easily, while veins are the tube-like structures which are situated just under the skin and can easily be seen as greenish-blue tubes or lines below our skin. Arteries have thick elastic walls as the blood flows at high pressure due to pumping action from the heart through arteries. No walls are present in the arteries. The main artery, that is aorta, is connected to the left ventricle of the heart. It carries oxygenated blood from the left ventricle to all parts of the body except the lungs. Another artery, called as pulmonary artery, is connected to the right ventricle of the heart and carries deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle to the lungs. While the veins carry deoxygenated blood from the body parts to the heart, veins have thin walls and blood flows at low pressure through veins. Therefore, veins have half walls in them, which allow the blood to flow in one direction and prevent the backflow of the blood in veins. Usually, veins carry deoxygenated blood, but pulmonary vein that is connected to the left atrium of the heart carries oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. Pulse rate. To know your pulse rate, place the middle finger and index finger on your right hand on the inner side of your left wrist. You will feel the throbbing movement at this place. This throbbing movement is called the pulse. The pulse is produced due to the blood flowing in the arteries. Count the number of beats or pulse in 1 minute. The number of beats per minute is called the pulse rate. At the resting phase, a normal person has pulse rate between 70 to 80 beats per minute. When you will run for about 5 minutes and again measure the pulse rate, you will notice that pulse rate per minute will be increased after running. Capillaries. These are extremely thin blood vessels that connect the arteries to veins. These allow substances to pass from blood into the body cells and also from body cells into the blood. The exchange of substances like food, oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc. between the blood and the body cells takes place through the capillaries. Heart. The heart is an organ which beats continuously as a pump for the transport of blood carrying other substances with it through a network of tubes or blood vessels. The heart pumps blood throughout our life without stopping or relaxing. The heart is located in the chest cavity slightly towards the left side. It lies between the two lungs and above the diaphragm. The heart is made up of special muscles called cardiac muscles that do not fatigue and are not the solid muscles. The heart has 4 compartments called as chambers. The upper 2 chambers of heart are called atria or atrium, and the lower 2 chambers of the heart are called ventricles. On the left side of the heart are left atrium and left ventricle, and on the right side of the heart are right atrium and right ventricle. The atrium and ventricles are separated by valves. These are muscular flaps that allow the blood to flow in only one direction. The right side of the heart carries deoxygenated blood, while the left side of the heart carries oxygenated blood. The heart is separated by a partition called septum from right side of the heart to the left side. This prevents mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood inside the heart. If the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood will mix with each other, the body cells will not be able to get enough oxygen for respiration, due to which less energy will be released in the body. Heartbeat. The rhythmic contraction and relaxation of heart muscles that produce a specific sound of Lub-Dubb is called heartbeat. If you place your hand on the left side of your chest, you can feel your heartbeat. The doctors feels your heartbeat with the help of an instrument called as stethoscope. It is used by the doctors to amplify the sound of heartbeat. It consists of a chest piece that carries a sensitive diaphragm, two separate earpieces, and a tube joining both the parts. Doctors get to know about the condition of heart by listening to the sound through a stethoscope. Circulation in sponges and hydra. Sponges and hydra are simple animals that do not possess any circulatory system. They live in water and therefore the food and oxygen enter to their body along with water. The water also carries carbon dioxide and other waste material away from the body as it moves out of their bodies. That is why these animals do not need a circulatory fluid like the blood. Excretion. The process of removal of waste materials produced in the cells of living organisms is called excretion. When our body uses food, water, and air, it produces some byproducts or unwanted substances. These are called waste materials. These waste materials are toxic or poisonous and causes harm to the body. These poisonous substances, if get mixed with blood, may become fatal and may cause the death of an organism. Therefore, the waste material must be removed from the body so that a person may stay healthy. Waste materials produced after the various functions of the body cells includes carbon dioxide, urea, sweat, etc. These waste materials are removed from the body from different organs of the body like lungs, kidney, and sweat glands. The process of removal of waste produced in the cells of living organisms is called excretion. The parts involved in excretion forms the excretory system. Different organisms follow different modes of excretion such as kidney, lungs, skin, and eyes depending on their habitat and food habit. For example, aquatic animals excrete waste in the form of ammonia, while birds and insects excrete mainly uric acid, and humans produce urea as the major excretory product. A human excretory system organs include a pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters, a urinary bladder, and a urethra. Kidneys. Kidneys are called as the magic filters. Kidney are bean-shaped organs present at the back of our body, just above the waist. It is brick red colored, about 4 inches long. It is richly supplied with blood vessels. Kidney can filter the unwanted substances from blood. Each kidney consists of thousands of tiny filters called nephrons. When the blood containing urea and other waste salts pass through these nephrons, it filters blood and removes urea and salt, and urine are left in the kidney. The urine thus formed by each of the kidney is then passed through the ureter to urinary bladder. Ureter is a tube-like structure which connects the kidney to the bladder. The urine is stored in the urinary bladder for some times, and at regular intervals it is removed through the opening at the end of the tube called urethra by the process of ejection of urine. Carbon dioxide. It is produced as a waste product in our body cells during the process of respiration. The food is broken down during respiration to release energy and releases carbon dioxide as a byproduct. This carbon dioxide is removed from our body by the lungs through exhalation. Therefore, lungs also act as the excretory organ for removing the waste product, carbon dioxide, from the body. Sweat. It is the liquid waste of the body that is produced by the sweat glands present in our skin. Sweat contains water, some unwanted salts, and urea in very small amount. During hot summer, we sweat a lot. This gets evaporated from our body. This helps to provide the cooling effect to the body. Dialysis. The normal functioning of a kidney is necessary for good health of a person. But sometimes the kidney may stop working due to infection or injury. This condition of kidney is called kidney failure, which may lead to the accumulation of urea in the blood of a person. Since urea is a toxic substance which must be removed from the blood, such person having kidney failure cannot survive unless his blood is filtered periodically through the artificial kidney machine to remove urea. The process used for cleaning the blood of a person by separating the waste product urea from it is called dialysis. This machine removes urea and other waste products periodically. The long term solution for the patient suffering from kidney failure is kidney transplantation. In this method, the diseased or damaged kidney is removed and the matching kidney is donated by a healthy person. The donated kidney is transplanted to its place by performing surgery. Now, transport of substances in plants. Plants take up water and dissolved minerals from the soil through their roots and transport it to their leaves. The leaves use this water and mineral for synthesizing their food by the process called photosynthesis. The food produced by green plants is transported back to all the parts of the plant body. Therefore, it is clear that plants also need a transport system for carrying water, minerals, and food through various parts of their body. Transport of water and minerals. Plant roots absorb the water and mineral from the soil. The roots possess root hair which increase the surface area of the root for absorption of water and minerals that is dissolved in the water. It is moved from roots up to the stem and leaves through a tube-like tissue called as xylem. Absorption and flow of water is a continuous process through the xylem tissue. Xylem tissues are the continuous network of channels which connect roots to the leaves through the stem and branches. It thus transports water and mineral to the leaves of the entire plant. Just like water, the food manufactured in the leaf is transported to different parts of the plant. This transportation of food material from leaves to the other parts of the plant is carried out by the tissue called phloem, and the process of transport of food material is called translocation. The phloem consists of vessels that are known as sieve tubes. The xylem and phloem tissues together form the vascular bundles or conducting tissues. Then comes transpiration, which is our last topic. The process of evaporation of water through the stomata present on the surface of leaf is called transpiration. The continuous evaporation of water from the leaves produces an upward pull called a suction force. This force pulls the water from roots upward through the stem, branches, and finally to the leaves. Though transpiration causes loss of water from the plants, still it is a necessary process for plants due to the following reasons. First, suction pull caused due to the evaporation of water helps to draw water to a great height in tall trees. Second, it produces a cooling effect on the plant and therefore prevents the plant from the damage caused by the heat of sunlight. And third, that It also helps in the transport of water and minerals to the leaves for performing photosynthesis in them. The rate of transpiration increases in a hot sunny day or in moving air. This happens because the heat from the sun or moving air causes evaporation of water at a faster rate from the stomata. Increases in the rate of transpiration cause an increased rate of absorption of water through the roots. Therefore, when a potted plant is kept under the moving fan, the absorption of water through root will be increased along with the increased rate of evaporation. So, this is all about transportation in plants and animals. We have covered all the topics from the chapter. I hope that you have understood all the topics whatever we have studied today. So, study well and best of luck for your exam. See you in our next revision class.